reposition, empower, attack, defeat, refresh, empower, then attack again. The Elder Vampire plays quite well with the Ranger class, becoming an adaptable force of destruction on the battlefield. This is due to the fact that the Elder Vampire has access to a handful of skills that are either free actions or leave you with one action point, letting you activate all of them in a single turn. And if you defeat an enemy with one of those actions, you refresh all of them. Where the Spellblade Elder Vampire is capable of stacking damage multipliers and hitting hard, the Ranger instead spreads out that damage potential across several actions in a single turn. The core skill is Kill Shot. Start with Snapshot, which is another free action skill to add to the attacks that will be doubling up through this refresh combo. You may pick any skills between Snapshot and Kill Shot, but I would prioritize Big Game Hunter to add more damage versus higher tier units. The other important skill on the Ranger side of the tree is Go for the Kill. Start from Skirmisher training and go straight down to it. On the Vampire side, you'll want to go with Siphon Blood. This is due to the other attacks being ranged strikes, unavailable within the enemy zone of control. Otherwise, Draining Bite would be viable. You'll then want Drain Familiar for a free action self buff that you can trigger twice with this combo. Then Sanguine Extraction for its defense bypass. The rest of the vampire tree is useful, but not crucial for this combo. Signature skills wise, you'll want Hemomancer, as it remains the best self buff in the game with Blood Empowerment. The second signature skill is a free slot. Grab what you like. You could also go for Night Lord for the extra 20% damage in favorable terrain. You'll want Blood Blight as the third signature skill. This one applies damage and debuff to multiple enemies and is one of the Elder Vampire attacks that leaves you with one action point left, so it can also be double tapped with the Ranger combo. Then you'll want Spreading Blight to improve Blood Blight, but more importantly, give you access to Ancient One, boosting your damage by 20%. In combat, all you need to do is then set up your vampire in a position where there are lots of targets, preferably with a softer lower health one to start up the combo. You'll want to cast Go for the Kill, Drain Familiar, use Blood Empowerment, cast Blood Blight, then use Snapshot to finish off an enemy, triggering the refresh. At that point, you can Drain Familiar again, bringing you to a total of 4 strengthened. Then you can use Blood Blight and Snapshot again, and finish off with either your primary weapon attack or use Siphon Blood. Any of those 3 final attacks can be boosted by a Blood Empowerment for extra damage. That way, your vampire leader will be a fearful and versatile presence on the battlefield, so long as you